with Chong Wei's 21-17, 21-17, and Lee Yong-dae's 21-19, 21-19. If I'm right, and I'm just doing the calculations in my head right now, as of this moment, Malaysia are still topping Group C. But of course, if the winner of this match is going to make
blue or white,
the winner of this tie very, very happy indeed.
In his blue.
As that will lead it to 3 wins for either Korea or Malaysia, leading them top of the group. So here he is, Lee Dong-Quyen, not really known, I suppose, for their singles players. He's world ranked 32, but an admirable enough career win-loss in a very good 2014. He's in form against a man with a very famous name. Of course, if you are called Chong Wei and you play badminton in Malaysia, there's a lot of headlines that follow you around. And he's got a long way to go before he reaches the heights of his iconic compatriot. He's 27th in the world, 148.98, very nice, and just bubbling along nicely in 2014. Chong Wei Feng holding the hopes of Malaysia's second point. Here are our officials: Apinder Sabawal from India and Kelly Hoare from Australia as service judge. So, the Korean Lee Dong-Quyen opting to start from this near court as the Korean coach, and there are the Malaysian coaches as well. You probably think they look happy enough. And there's Chong Wei Feng. So many, of course, Malaysian singles badminton players have found it very difficult to grow the way they're supposed to grow, because they're always put, of course, up against the incredible record of Lee Chong Wei, and everyone's always asking them. As a journalist myself, I've in fact done that, asking them, who are you going to be? Are you going to be the next Chong Wei? That's the biggest question that weighs like an anchor on so many singles shuttlers from Malaysia. We shall see. That player will of course arise one day, and perhaps on this very stage. How about ready to get underway? Lee Dong-Quyen in the driftier part of the court, as has been identified throughout the week. How is this one going to play out?
On my right, Korea, represented by Dong-Quyen Lee. And on my left, Malaysia, represented by Wee Feng Chong. Korea to serve, love all, play.
We get underway.
One, love. Wait, play, let's.
Not much known about Lee Dong-Quyen. As I said, very much known about a lot of South Korean shuttlers. I did manage to see last year travels at the Korea Open a great many of the new Korean shuttlers that are coming out, and there's some incredible amounts of talent around, but of course known for their doubles pairings more than anything else. This year though, he has been having a good run. Made to the quarterfinals of the All England Open. He was beaten by Zheng Mingweng. And also the quarterfinals of the Singapore Open. He's beaten by Simon Santoso of Indonesia. He's played a few big matches, but should be a good stage for Chong Wei Feng to show the world what he's got. Nice early trade of shots from both the shuttlers, and again, that's the wonderful thing about the Thomas & Uber Cup. You get so into the speed and the pace of the doubles game that when the next succeeding singles game turns up, it really is a wonderful feeling to move to the flowing dance that is singles. And of course, it was kicked off by one of the best exponents of it, Lee Chong Wei. You don't really see many players playing round the head forehands from that side of the court. And perhaps that's why, with the fact that it does drift off, and the shot does drift off to the right a little bit, that was a little wide. 4-2.
Service over, 3-4.
Now currently, have a look at that again. Again playing. He is of course left-handed. That might be the reason for those round the head forehand side shots he was playing. There you go. And if he is going to be playing from that side, snatched at that one. If he is going to be playing from that side, he's going to have to try and move cross-court. We saw some wonderful jumping cross-court smashes from his namesake Chong Wei Lee in the first game. And that was just an open invite for Lee. There was no pace coming off that there. Sad to say, Chong Wei Feng, that was a training shot offered up to Lee. He might be 32nd in the world, but will not look over a gift like that. And that's led him to keep 2-point lead, 6-4. Or 4-6. Now, just snatching a little bit at some of these shots, Chong Wei Feng. You can see the difference. I'm always putting up, I said just beforehand that he was always going to be compared to the likes of Lee Chong Wei. I'd hate to do that right here, but you saw the grace and the timing of Lee Chong Wei's shots and how he could go through the gears. And it's important to not snatch at your shots if you're going to create those gears in your game. Of course, don't forget and just as he's on the floor, but the Korean much taller as well. Chong Wei might be good. Perhaps His strategy would be against a taller man to play some disguised drops and some neat tosses at the net. That might make a difference.
Five, 7, play.
So 7-5 is the lead by Korea. And again denied by the net.
8-5.
Well, this first game falling away. There's the Korean team with that official drama. Now, this is good from Feng, as Keun spending most of the time on the surface. And that was well judged.
Service over. 6-8.
Still a long way to go in the career of this man, and those coaches know it. He's only 26, remember? A couple of good years in the sun and a lot of experience from events of the scale. Of the Thomas and Uber Cup finals can only help him along his way. So the midway point easily reached, if of course he does convert it. Beautiful shot from the runner-up at the 2009 Vietnam Open Grand Prix Gold. He lost in 3 games to Nguyen Thien Minh, Vietnam's prodigal son, in singles. Now, can he make it to the midpoint break on top? Well, at this rate, forcing the issue a bit, perhaps.
8-10. Play.
8-10. He's not letting go of this point, Chong Wei. And just as I said it, he does. So at the midway point of the first game, it's the Korean Lee Dong-kyun, 11-8 up on Chong Wei Feng.
Coach to 20 seconds. Coach to 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach. Lee. settle your towel.
So 11-8, picking up the action.
12,
The Korean Lee Dong-kyun with the edge over Chong Wei-Feng, the second singles shuttler for Malaysia. One apiece. Nicely poised this tie in New Delhi. The Thomas Inuba Cup Finals 2014. And that was a great move by Chong Wei-Feng. At full stretch, back to the net. Well controlled. And it is always good to see the sudden changes in form after a quick chat with the coaches at the 11-point breaks. And now this is much better from Chong Wei-Feng. He's judging it well.
10,
He's using,
12.
being a left-hander, his backhand side to his advantage. And those round the heads seem to be clocking in a little bit more accurately now. Much more focus from the Malaysian. That was beautiful.
13-10.
Well placed. Look at that, right on the money.
Service over. 11-13.
And he's using it well now. That shot was a little bit, say, out of sorts at the beginning of the game. He's finding his range now, he's finding his form now. Now you can hear some of the other fans in the stadium, other matches being played, of course, in this afternoon session. It is day 4
14-11
of the Thomas Inuba Cup Finals, and the last day of the round-robin stages. And I can tell you now, some very interesting matchups going on with the host nation, India, in action, Thomas Cup action as well on court 4 right now. It's 1-1, I can tell you. In the consolation game for Group C, Germany and India. And as Lee Dong-kyun serves at 15-11, I can also tell you that the Malaysian ladies team playing on court 3, 3-0 up over Germany. And the other action on court 1 is currently 2-0 Japan over Denmark. Another one of those important matches that's going to decide the group leader in the Thomas Cup, just like this one.
16-11.
So 16-11, while I've been updating you on those scores, I can tell you that Lee Dong-kyun has been chugging away nicely. Now has a 5-point lead. Using his height well.
Play. Service over. 12-16.
That was a very important point to be won by Chong Wei-Feng. 12-16. He doesn't want to let the Korean get too far ahead, especially at this late critical stage in the game. That was such a brilliant idea And it must be so frustrating when you have played the point the way you wanted to play it, and it's just a tiny bit of energy that makes the difference. Pushes a shot a little wide or too long, and before you know it, you're facing a worse situation. So, Lee Dong-Keun. Now, of course, in Korean badminton, you'd be expected to win your points, but they're not really known for their singles performances. Actually quite devastating in the women's category. Some of these powerhouses, of course, you know, they will always be fielding a men's and a women's team.
Service over, 13-18.
So, last chance perhaps for Chong Wei. Korean women team were in action yesterday. Sung Ji-hyun, Bae Eun-ju, Jang In-na, Kim So-young, very strong. They beat Australia 5-0. Just dropped one game in that. That was a beautiful cross-court drop
14-18.
from Chong Wei Feng. He doesn't want to give up this first game so easily. And that was beautiful.
15-8.
Reminiscent of Lee Chong Wei himself. Whatever it was, his coaches told him that was a beautiful shot indeed. He still has everything to do in this game at 15-18. Perhaps he's happy with the strategy, he's happy with his execution. It will only lead to good results. Malaysian players and fans get the chance to cheer both of their teams on. So they're both currently playing. As you just see there in the background, and the Malaysian women taking on Germany. And leading Germany 3-0. While Chong Wei claws his way back into this opening game of the third match. And again,
17,
he's got his Korean opponent full stretch, lying on the floor. And all of a sudden, that 18-14 lead has been whittled down. 17-18 now.
Thank you.
Fans that are here to cheer the Indian men's team that were eliminated from the Thomas Cup but are playing their consolation match. As Chong Wei Feng here on court 2 has drawn level. Good performance, 5 unanswered points. get another 3.
Service over, 98.
Quick answer to that is no. So, a chance now for Lee Dong-kyun to close out this game. What an incredible rally, which is ended in commanding fashion. And what an important point psychologically that was, to draw level at 19 all, but to finish off a rally like that with a shot like this, leaving his opponent off. Now, I just wonder if Lee Dong-kyun has maybe twisted something. He's been falling a lot in this first game. And he did look like he was stretching a little bit too much then. There is a lot of recurrent injuries, you can see, but he has got a little bit of tape underneath his right knee. And he played most of this point, I have to say, on the surface of the court. And was definitely looking at his knee there. Now, it is the cold, mercenary way
19
of
all
the
played.
shuttle and the game. We saw an injury to the Indonesian women's singles player Bellatrix Anaputi earlier in the week. She continued playing and ended up losing that match to a player that was ranked some 200 places beneath her. I wonder if that little slip from Lee Dong-kyun is going to come and bother him in the second game. Now he's moving around fine. Again.
Service over, 20.
After a very long rally, just one shot to let yourself down. Game point now
Play.
to the Korean.
Going. Play.
And so, another mistake from Chong Wei-Feng, and it's 21-19, the exact same score that was put on the boards by his doubles compatriots earlier. So Korea with a good foot in this second singles match. Now, here are the German ladies with what looks like a vuvuzela.
Go to 20 seconds.
Of course, they are banned in world football, but apparently okay in world badminton. And there's actually a little bit of a variant to a vuvuzela, but that is, of course, causing half of the noise you might hear in this wonderful atmosphere that has been built up at the Sri Fort Sports Complex in New Delhi. As we get ready to focus on a very important game for this young man here, Chong Feng, the second singles shuttler of Malaysia.
Game, love all, play.
He's facing this man, Lee Dong-kyun, winner of the first game from Korea in the third match of the Malaysia-Korea final round robin tie. The winner of this will be declared Group C winners and will therefore be seeded and miss out some of the other big powerhouses like Indonesia. My mistake, India were eliminated on Monday by South Korea. Indonesia and China, of course, have already qualified as group winners. With France and Thailand as the second spots in Group A and Group D. Currently at this point, Malaysia leading the pack, leading the group. A better game differential than South Korea. Malaysia with 2 4-1s, Korea with 2 3-2s in their opening ties. All played out over the last 4 days of competition here in New Delhi. So far this tie has been delivering. And was the elegance, sublime clinical skill of the world number 1, Lee Chong-wei, in the opening match. There was the fiery determination and never say die attitude of wonderful doubles pairing of Lee Yong-dae and Yu Yun-seung in the second match. And now to decide who will get the all-important third point to make it 2-1 to either Malaysia or Korea. We have these two champions, Chong Feng and Lee Dong-kyun. And as you can see, Chong Feng happy with his new strategy, discussed with his coaches. The midway point of the first game. He's coming up fighting here. It's 4-love up. His, of course, strategy now would be to muscle his way through the second game, force a rubber. He's higher ranked than his opponent.
Service over, 1-4.
Still snatching at those nets. Tosses and net drops a little.
Service over, 5-1.
Now, with a 5-1 lead, and a change of shuttle call for. Chong Feng knows he can't take the foot off the pedal against his Korean opposition. Good idea, and good pace. Nice, confident, down the line drive. That was the shot he was trying to hit in the first game, was being a left-hander. That is a round the head forehand for him. Now that one way off course after a good patch of focus, which saw him craft out a decent enough lead. He's now given just a glimmer of hope to his Korean opponent, Lee Dong-kyun, to try and level the scores up. And again, errors creeping into Chong Wei Feng's game. Very high clear. Is he going to pay for it? He may have. He was just offline, you could say. You could see the way he was leaning back that he didn't expect that clear to be that far back, and that one as well. That's why it shifts your aim a little bit. So now, Lee Dong-kyun back in it.
Quick.
And a little bit of a wipe down, and I'm glad to see that more the stretching and, to be honest, falling that this young man has been doing in the first game, it hasn't aggravated that knee of his, which has a tiny bit of taping around it, just below the knee. He was looking at it a little bit quizzically earlier on, but he seems to be walking with no apparent constriction of movement.
It's over, 7-6.
So he's managed to keep that lead, but it's nowhere near as commanding as it was a few points back, and he knows it. And that was a beautiful move from Lee. He saw immediately what he was trying to do. He moved forward so quickly. It was that backhand net kill. Very steep. Straight to the body. Very nice shot played from mid-court.
8-7.
So 8-7, still with a chance to take this to a rubber as we approach the midway point of the second game. Great shot from Chong Wei Feng. he's beginning to get that focus back that saw him rush off to a nice 5-point lead at the beginning of this game. Can he just round off 2 points till the interval, where he'll get another bout of advice from his coaches.
Service over, 8-9.
Or his opponent not feeding off his shots just like that.
Play.
Great switch of power from the Korean. Oh, it was really well marshaled by Lee Dong-kyun. Just couldn't find the connection on that final net kill. A very light and graceful movement in the middle of that. Almost crane-like on one of those net kills. And for a big man, and he is, good movement around the court. Anyway, Chong Wei-Feng, 1 point away from the interval. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot from Lee Dong-kyun. Classic round the head forehand. Cross court, very deep, very fast.
Play.
And again, he knows that those net kills, which of course are made a little bit more deeper from his height, are beginning to pay off. There's another one, straight to the body, and so he has a chance now. Well rescued by Lee. And again on the floor. This time it didn't work out for him. At the interval, 11-10, Chong Wei-Feng with the advantage.
Again, go to 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Thank you.
So, 11-10 to Chong Wei-Feng. How important this game is to Malaysia and Malaysian fans. Whichever country manages to reach the second point before getting to the next doubles match, of course. Should Malaysia not win this singles match, then that would be handing the advantage into Korea. Has to be said, wonderful recovery at the net for a big man from the Korean. And this is nicely poised now. But as I was saying, should Malaysia not win this singles match, it would be 2-1 to Korea as you enter another doubles match, which is really their strength. And that could lead to the 3-1 win that Korea would be looking for. That was another technically
13-10.
perfect shot from Chong Wei-Feng. I wonder if Lee Chong-wei has spread a bit of his influence around the Malaysian squad. I was very reminiscent of his namesake. I'm sure there's plenty of tips and lessons that the Malaysian shuttlers, both male and female, could learn from the undisputed world #1, who we were lucky enough to see in action earlier, working very well, very efficiently, and looking good for the quarterfinals. And well rescued by the Korean. Now this is a very good situation for Malaysia to be in. But I think Chong Wei-Feng knows this will not be a straight run of points to a rubber game. As in true Korean fashion, you'd expect Lee Dong-kyun. Both players right now just being talked to by our umpire.
Play.
Pinda Sabawal. That's a fantastic shot that's left his opponent on the floor for once. Lee Dong-kyun has spent a lot of time picking up or trying to retrieve Chong Wei's smashes. Well, how about that? A little taste of your own medicine. He's been getting a lot of rewards from his net kills. If he can get his smashes working at 11-14, this might be point 2. And there he does it again.
12-14.
Wow, the real strategy here would be to mix it up. Look at this. It's a lot easier for a taller man, I suppose. And if you do get a very tall man who has a good jump on him, then the angle of attack from that smash almost in itself makes it irretrievable. But if you add some power and speed, then it's almost impossible. And it's just a smash trade-off at the moment.
15-12.
And that was on the line. Beautifully played. 15-12. Still with a nice 3-point buffer that he can work off.
Thank you.
To try and deliver Malaysia their second point.
Play.
Albeit needing a rubber set.
It's over. 13-15.
Don't count him out just yet. very strange that Lee didn't kill off this point earlier on, 4 shots back. Instead he went for the very low-powered backhand flick, but as it turns out, it was an error from Feng that has allowed his opponent back in the game and allowed him the chance of winning this match. That point needed to be guarded a little bit better by the Malaysian. Now Lee can smell blood. Fantastic drive.
14.
Very low over the net to Lee's backhand side. You just saw from the replay there that it never actually started moving until it was too late. Of course, the incredible speeds that shuttles can get to in badminton, so different from the mechanics of having an air-filled or a gas-filled ball. Lift clear at the net. Now Lee just beginning to move Chong Wei around the court to where he wanted, and knowing that his backhand drives can be a little bit errant. Very well played by Lee Dong-Keun. But as I was saying, that shuttles can reach such incredible speeds, and being, of course, the way they are and keeping balance the way they do, can also slow down incredibly quickly as well. From the drag created, and that leads to this interesting point of actually being able to hear the speed of the shuttle on the smash or the drop. Bit loud in this auditorium to hear the net drops and the tosses, but definitely the smashes have that significant sound, and you know the power behind them. 16 all. Just snatched at that, and that is why the backhand smash, which is essentially what Lee Dong-Keun tried, is not advisable. You can't get enough angle or lift off it, and of course it is very difficult to direct. That's why most players prefer to go for the round the head, overhead forehand smash. A little bit less variance on that. But 17-16 now, so with that strange choice of shot, though he was, I suppose, forced into it, Feng has a chance to take this to a rubber. Very important point. Beautifully done again to that backhand side.
16.
And now it's looking very good. Can he equate the games? 18-16. Oh, and he's let himself down, Lee. 19-16 now. Looking good to extend this to a rubber. Very happy with that point. again, just by switching the length. He caught here, Chong Wei in the wrong position. Now 19-17, 17-19, sorry, and there's been no court cleaning, but you can see that Lee Dong-kyun is very concerned about the amount of moisture on the court. What can he do with this? That's what he can do with it. Oh, it's out. Unbelievably, he had an open court in front of him. No, it was called towards Chong Wei Feng, who now has the chance to finish this game. And that's it. Malaysia win the second game. This will go to a rubber now, 21-17. And more to come from this second singles match. Well, what a match we have here at the final day of the round-robin stage for the Thomas and Uber Cup Finals in 2014. This man, Chong Wei Feng, the second Malaysian shuttler, has just taken the second singles match to a rubber game. Everything's poised at 1-1 in the tie between Malaysia and Korea to find out which of these teams that have already both qualified for the quarterfinals will finish on top. All important to finish on top after the round-robin stage, as you will be seeded, as you won't be able to finish by playing some of the big guns in the quarterfinals. So Chong Wei Feng in yellow, Lee Dong-kyun in blue and white, and here we go with the deciding game. They have been extremely well matched, these two players. And they've put on quite a show for the gathered fans at the Shreveport Sports Complex. But there can only be one winner. I don't know why Lee Dong-kyun keeps trying these shots at critical points, but if you look here, that's great. That, he could have gone for the backhand. Of course, that didn't work last time, but as a round the head forehand, that didn't work either. So one apiece, make that 2-1 to Chong Wei Feng.
Service over. All.
And both these players really enjoying this contest. It's 2-2. Third game. So far, all the games played in this tie have been 21-17 or above. That was watched all the way down and was totally in. There was absolutely no chance of that being out. And maybe, as you can see there, it's actually before the line. Not really the kind of line judging that you want. You lose a lot of points. Trying his best. To keep that in. That one cleanly out. So 3 apiece. Nothing to separate them so far. Well won by Lee Keun. Not only does that give him the lead, but I think he was probably a little bit wary of these net toss trades, being the bigger man. And now he's even more happy. He's managed to forge himself a 2-point lead from 2 mistakes from his opponent.
Service over. 4-5.
1 point back and needed.
All.
Oh, it was an open court for Lee.
5.
And really, he's going to be upset with himself for that. Such an important point to throw away. 6-5 to Malaysia and Feng in this rubber game. Beautiful shot.
7-5.
Great jump. So important to hit those right at the peak, in the apex. Not much deception used by either of these players. You pretty much know what's going to happen. But they are very good, both of them, at what they do. That was beautifully done. Fantastic play from Feng, and even he knows it. And the coaches are happy as well. Very good movement. That literally dropped about 2 centimeters before the line. It was an incredible cross-court drop. That's fashioned a 3-point lead. That one,
6-8.
sadly, was not as exceptional. He's finding his range well now.
9-6.
Now, how important would this be if he could get to the midway point of the rubber game on top? It's closing in. He's 2 points off. Another quick talking to from the coaches. Before you know it, Malaysia could be 2-1 up in this tie. Where do you start with a rally like that? Both players playing their hearts out. And it was just a net error in the end. It's a shame the replay couldn't show you the rest of that rally. He went for the corner and he found the net. And a look of admiration there from Feng to his opponent.
Chong.
And he's certainly looking much happier with a 4-point lead. How proud he would be if he could deliver such an important point for his country. Set up the next doubles match for a possible clincher.
10-6, play.
By Tan Wee Keung and Go Vi Shem.
Service over, 7-10.
And the shuttle crosses back over the net. So, 1 point to play, possibly to take us to the midway interval. And that was pounced on nicely by Lee Dong-kyun. I can now update you just quickly before the interval. Some of the other scores happening around. It's now 2-1 in India's men's Thomas Cup consolation campaign. The Malaysian women have won their tie. They are now 4-0 up against Germany. And it is 3-0 Japan-Denmark in that Uber Cup Group Z match happening on court 1. Meanwhile, can Lee Dong-kyun make it to the midway interval on top? He's got another chance. He did this before. There is a psychological edge, of course, knowing, I suppose in football terms, it would be going in up at half-time. I'm sure that the coaches would have a different strategy for him, whether you're up or down. And he just totally mishit that. So, at the midway interval, a closely contested match. Which way is it going to go? We'll find out soon.
Court 2,
So it's all
20
poised
seconds.
perfectly
Court 2, 20
for the
seconds.
fans and spectators gathered
Thank
here
you,
in New
coach.
Delhi. And what an interesting tie this is turning into. Chong Feng here, the second Malaysian shuttler against Lee Dong-kyun, the second Korean singles shuttler. And this game, as you can see from the scoreline,
11-10.
has been taken right to the wire
Play.
to determine which of these countries is going to pick up that all-important second point in this Thomas Cup tie. It's the final day of round-robin action, of course. Quarterfinals kick off tomorrow.
12-10.
You can see now, I'm sure you'll hear cheers behind every shot. And that was beautifully done.
11-12.
They are both very well matched. Physically, of course, the Korean much bigger, much taller, but whatever advantage he gets from that, Chong has in speed
Play.
and mobility. Work out, and we're level pegged again. Almost as if Lee stopped moving in that point. Doesn't look like he has any injury concerns, but as you can see there, he was a bit slower off the mark. And Chong Feng looks like he's building up the momentum. You can see it in his body movements that he wants to win this. That might be the difference. Or perhaps it was just a question of gear and equipment. (14-12). And he maintained this 2-point lead throughout. Ball covered. And not that time.
15-12. Hopper.
Now his coaches are very happy, and now perhaps that was a stretch too far for Lee Dong-kyun. He's taken a while to get up. Let's have a look at it. Oh,
Quick toppling.
that is, I think, the fourth time we've seen him on the court surface, and you can see there taking a little bit longer to get up, and now finally the court is being cleaned.
Thank you.
But just with rag, it seems, as opposed to the actual mop. Still, I'm sure it'll help. 15-12. That was beautiful.
Service over.
Pinpoint
13-15.
and fast. Exactly the kind of shot to kickstart a nice points run. And it really has been a wonderful contest to watch between both of these players, striving so hard for their countries, playing some straight, clean-cut, precise badminton.
Play.
Again pounced on a net kill cross court to keep him in it. That's out. But definitely worth a chat in Lee Dong-kyun's eyes.
40.
Let's have a look at it. And that looks like it's just touching the line. Might very well. A point of contention still. Game continues. What a great recovery point. Malaysian coach is there, as you can see, very happy indeed. What a shot. That has to be shot of the day for Chong Wei-Feng. It's almost a recovery drop. But literally off the floor. And it's shots like that that make you wonder as to where this man will be going in the future, and will he be the successor to the legend that is Lee Chong-wei. He's in charge here, and he's clawed his way back from a game down. It's 18-14. 3 points away for a second point for Malaysia. Play. He started the point so well. Now he's 2 points away. That toss there, just perfect. What a time for errors to be creeping in. So it's match point to Malaysia. And what a reaction you will hear if Chong Wei-Feng can deliver a second point for his country. And there he's done it. You can see the elation on his face. Such an important point for his country. 21-19, 17-21, 14-21. Chong Wei-Feng makes it 2-1 to Malaysia.
Match won by Malaysia, 19-21, 21-17, 21-14.
You just saw the match stretching through to over an hour. First rubber game of this tie. And what a fantastic performance from both shuttlers. They were charged with bringing home a point, and it has gone to ranking, but early on, this man, Keun, played out of his skin, even though he was, most of the time, almost breakdancing. But a good selection of shots, and good momentum, and always moving forward there, as you see. Left this man, Feng,